Hi everyone, this is Sharon from Sharon's Scrappy Space, and I wanted to show you how to make one of these little ribbon flowers. And I absolutely love them. I tried it a couple of days ago and they're just awesome. So what you're going to do is take a strip of satin ribbon. I've cut this one at about 18 inches, and about every, say, 3/4 of an inch. I don't measure, I just cut. And you want to make sure you cut it up to that other side before. You don't want to, get too close that you cut it in half where it's easy to break it. But you're just going to keep cutting until you've done the whole ribbon. Now I've just got a little punched piece. I used the 1 1/4 inch circle punch. I've covered this with sticky strip, and I suggest you use a sticky strip because you need some really strong adhesive. And what I'm going to start doing is just right on the very edge, I'm going to start layering this flower like so. And I'm just going to using just as much of the sticky tape as I absolutely have to make it stick. And now I'm going to start the layering. You just kind of keep working in towards the center. You want to make sure your ribbon doesn't get twisted up, because you'll have problems getting it to stick. And I try and stagger it a little bit. You might have to bunch your ribbon up a little bit like I'm doing. And that is okay. It's not a big deal. Because once the whole process is done, you won't even notice. As you can see, I'm just using just a little bit of the sticky strip to make it stick. I'm really having to bunch it up here to make it work too. And that is okay. So I've got a little bit of sticky in the middle, and I'm going to put this last piece over it. Now, I've been doing several of these flowers lately, and I think it's best if you use some type of a ceramic tile. I would actually prefer if I had one that was a little bit bigger, but I don't. I'm going to use my stylus, and what you're going to do is you're going to hold it down in the center. And I'm not going to videotape the whole thing because this takes several minutes. You may think that you're going to catch the ribbon on fire. I've not had that happen, and let me tell you, it gets really hot. What it's going to do is melt the ribbon to make the flower. There's not any bad odors using Stampin' Up! Ribbon. I don't know about other ribbons, but it doesn't have a smell, so you don't have to do this outside or in a well-ventilated area. But you definitely want to have some type of protection, because it will warp your tabletop. Definitely don't do it on one of your Stampin' Up! Mats or on a piece of paper, because it would catch on fire. Alright, so I'm going to hold this down, turn this on, and just kind of show you. You're going to keep this at, say, inch and a half away. You're going to apply direct heat on each petal. And you're not going to wave it around like you do when you're embossing. You want direct heat. You want this to get really hot so it will start. And I start in the center and start letting them curl up, and then I work my way out. Alright, so let me come in a little bit closer. Alright. You can see it's going to take a while. And like I said, I'm not moving this around because I want this to get really hot, and it takes, once it starts going, it does pretty well, but it just takes a while for it to get hot enough to do. they're starting to curl up a little bit, but I want it to do it a lot more, so. Finally starting to do what I want it to. See how it's curling up there? Alright, the second one's starting to go. So you can see how it's starting to curl up. It's curled up on this one and this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this. You see, it takes a long time, but the flour heats up and it starts going a little bit faster. Okay, so I'm back and I have got the flour completely melted. It took about, 8 minutes to do this. So once this cools off, I don't want to touch this. I don't want to touch this until it's completely cooled off. And then I'll just drop a little pearl from Stamlpin Up right in the center. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Check out my website at SharonScrappyspace.com for more ideas and tips on using Stamlpin Up products. And I would absolutely love to be your Stamlpin Up demonstrator. Thank you and have a great day. Okay, so I'm back and I have